This is the warning for 2010. We believe this year that the amount of these that was created was in the hundreds, and they're virtually indistinguishable from the real item. The top one is genuine, the bottom one is fake. They've even faked the barcode on that security clasp. They're virtually indistinguishable. I believe that next year there is a plan to manufacture accreditation in the thousands.
I mean, when we did the Connect Festival a number of years ago, we had a gang come in on the first night of the event. It was the first year of the event. The gang came in and went right through the campsite, and we knew they were still there, but we just couldn't find them. And the second night, we just really drived home everybody to be aware and to report anything, and we never had one tent robbery after that.
If my house was being burgled, or there was, fraud on my house insurance or something like that, the police would be straight in there. So that's why I find it slightly frustrating that, it seems like the police, we're kind of trying to action on it, but we're not policemen, we're not kind of security teams. I'd like more guidance myself. No one's ever got in touch with Festival and said, hey, how's your crime rates at the moment?
If you're asking me why we're still here, if you're asking me why we make money out of our festival, the festival's made money from day one, because I think, one, we understand our audience, we understand what they want, we give them what they want, and we give it to them at a ticket price they can afford.
And Hugh, what's your worst nightmare? Is it the weather?
The joy of agents, a bit of weather, and our neighbours cause us a little bit of grief, but we're soldiering on.
We work with like-minded people who you have to get on with the people you're working with and have a common goal. Hence, when Rob and Ben sat me down in the pub with this mad idea on the back of a cigarette paper about a festival, you could immediately get the passion about what Robbie wanted, and I think that's the first thing you're looking for.
You can always look back in hindsight, but I think the Big Chill has... It's hard to describe. I mean, we were going along on our own for years, and we just put all our energy into the actual event and the creative side of the event. So I think up until about 3 years ago, we had a 10k marketing budget, and when you consider the millions that were being put on to put the festival on, is absolutely nothing.
Festival's success is down to its complete uniqueness in the marketplace. I think it's got one of the strongest visual identities out there of any festival. Just to explain, everything you sort of see around Festival, the whole sort of visual aesthetic of it, everything you see on the landscape is created by Josie, Rob's wife, and everything you hear is kind of curated by Robbie, and I think we're very lucky to have a very special curator behind the brand.
I've got two questions. I'm James Barton from Creamfields. My first question is to Steve. This panel's called Futures, and first question is, why isn't there anyone under the age of 50 on the panel?
Oh, easy.
Steady on. That sort of top tier of festivals who can attract those big name acts, but underneath that, it seems to be that maybe kind of other festivals are finding more of a niche.
Yeah, but Glastonbury don't pay, do they?
Well,
that's what we all aspire to. If you can create an event and sell 180,000 tickets and pay someone fuck all, that's like a dream come true.
Bring it on. The real issue, as I keep saying, is the lack of investment. And I think it affects all of us. I mean, you might have the biggest festival in the world, but you know what? In 5 or 10 years' time, Metallica and the Chili Peppers and Bon Jovi and all those people will have retired. And somebody else has got to sell the tickets. So we have to find people to do it.
But we are investing in your acts. If you look at what I paid you for White Lies, The Cribs, Kaiser Chiefs over the last 3 years, it's 10 times more than you would have earned on your own playing some poxy place in London.
John, you didn't pay me, trust me.
I mean, this year you're going to see some fantastic iPhone apps in particular that will allow people not only to plan and organise and sort of share their festival itineraries with their friends.
So I can be at a festival and read someone else's Twitter messages that's at the festival while I'm there?
And you can see where they are and go and
why,
find them.
Why would I want to do that, though?
You know, I think you've come up with the best scam in the world when you created a festival awards and you got all our database, have to go to your database to vote for our event. And they not only have to do it once, they have to do it twice. It's fantastic.
It's interesting. We're promoters, and at the end of the day, we have to look after bands. There's a lot of festivals out there that don't care if the band have got the dressing room they want or the rider they want, or get transport to the stage. For us, if they're there, we look after them. We make sure they have a great time and they go away.
I'm sorry, John. I have to pull you up on this. One of my
your bands have ever headlines.
One of my acts went to the tent to ask for their catering ticket at Download this year.
The tent. I'm on about the main
and was given a £5 voucher to the burger van. That's absolutely true. I swear to God.
Brilliant. Hannah, I told you £3.